Hello guys, welcome to our new video. On this video, we will discuss what is last engulfing and how to trade on last engulfing. Last engulfing basically it means that the most recent engulfing made is called last engulfing. Be it a engulfing buy or be it a engulfing sell. The one which was made very recently is called last engulfing. On this chart, I can show you this here is the last engulfing. Because the price this engulfing buy was made right before this candle. This is the latest engulfing made on this chart. So this is called last engulfing. This is last engulfing buy. Basically, we mark last engulfing on either H4 time frame or H1 time frame. On H1 time frame, this is the very recent engulfing buy. On H1, this is the last engulfing. And on H4, this will be the last engulfing. The last engulfing candlestick strategy is very powerful because we know that this candle was made right now, which means that it shows the presence of bias in right at this time. So this is very powerful candlestick pattern. As soon as the engulfing buy is formed, you can take the trade on retest. You can put your buy limits over here and your SL will be 10 pips below the lowest point of engulfing buy. This is how you can trade on last engulfing. You can last engulfing makes miracles when you trade it on support and resistance. If you take a last engulfing on major support on major resistance and trade on it, you will get very good profit. Let me show you. Here we have a major resistance. Here we have another major resistance. You see this? There was no engulfing sell on the topmost major resistance, but we have an engulfing sell here. I will delete this because there is no, all will check on H1 later. You can see simple engulfing sell pattern on this. This was a resistance based on the line chart. And as you can see, although this is simply a engulfing sell pattern, not a HLZ or hidden sell or engulfing buy fail or something like that. This is a simple engulfing sell. But the simple engulfing sell was made on resistance. So you can take directly trade on it. You can either put limits here and your SL will be about 10 pips, or you can also go for M15 and M5 entries inside the H4 and take trade based on it. We will check on H1 if it made any engulfing sell on major resistance. Okay. No major resist, no sell on H1 too. I will go to M30. Here you can see that the price touched the major resistance over here, and after that it made a M30 engulfing sell, and it perfectly respected the M30 engulfing sell. Here we don't have any ESES, EGEG, engulfing buy fail or anything like that. We only have simple engulfing sell. But the simple engulfing sell was made on the resistance. It made after the price touched the resistance. Here you can see that the M30 candle also rejected the major resistance. The M30 candle failed to close above the resistance level. It closed within the resistance, and then it formed a cell structure which is engulfing cell, and it worked perfectly. Even on M15, the M15 candle failed to close above the resistance level and made an engulfing cell. This The price respected this level and dropped from here. So what I mean to say is, if it is a major support or major resistance level, then you can directly take entry based on last engulfing. Meaning, last engulfing is the most recent engulfing made. It could be either engulfing buy or engulfing sell. If it is at resistance, it should form an engulfing cell, last engulfing cell. If it is on support, it should make an last engulfing buy. You can take entries on any candlestick, be it H4, H1, M30 or M15. But if you are a beginner, only to go for H4 or H1. As you keep on practicing and as you get more proficient in engulfing theory, you can also go for M5, M15 and also M1. But for now, if you are beginners, only go for H1 or H4. Anything beyond H4 is risky for you. You obviously can't wait for daily candles, and something below H1 is dangerous for you because market sometimes tends to give mega faking lasting things which will be used to trap retail traders. So here, as you can see that we have a lasting also. This is also a support level, right? This is also a support level, and price rejected from support level and then made a engulfing buy on H4 time frame. As you know, H4 is a very powerful time frame. You can take directly trade on it. The market is yet to retest this level, but as you can see, it made an H4 engulfing buy and price flew away from here. If you had taken trade here, your SL would be very large. Your SL should be below this candlestick pattern. So you should either wait for a retest until here, or you can check for better entries when price reaches this level. But since today is CPI, if USD is positive, this level may get broken because CPI is a very powerful news. I will also show you M15 setups inside this H4 level. Inside this H4 setups, we also have an engulfing cell fail. This is a very good reversal level. There is a different top called as high liquidity zone. I will teach you on later videos. It will be, you can use that setup to take entries. But for now, just know that this will be a good level because we have an engulfing cell which is failed here. If market wants to reverse from this zone, it may test this level. Or it may test this level, the lowest point of H4. It depends on the CPI news since today's CPI. But basically, normally on support, if H4 is engulfing by its form, you can directly take trade based using this way. Mark the last engulfing and put limits here. I'll put a line over it here. If engulfing buy on H1 or H4 time frame is formed near support or after touching the support or on the support, you can easily take trade on it based on simple engulfing pattern. You don't need to wait for high liquidity zone, engulfing fail, EV, ES, because this setup is formed on support or resistance level, major support or resistance level. This is how you trade on last engulfing candlestick pattern. You can see that here. Here we have a support, major support. We have another major support here. Here the price touches the major support level, and here it made an engulfing buy. So this is a very good level, a very good last engulfing level to take a buy trade. Or here the engulfing buy pattern was made on the support level, and after formation of engulfing buy pattern on the support, major support, the price did retest on this level, and from this level it flew away. How many pips? Literally 110 pips. So this is how you should trade using last engulfing pattern. Mark support and resistance level and wait for formation of H1 or H4 buy or sell patterns and take trade on it. Here we have a very good example. This is the perfect example for last engulfing pattern. You can see price was on heavy downtrend from here. It literally dropped 230 pips. And after dropping 230 pips from support level, it made an engulfing buy pattern on major support level. And you could take trade on it. Since this simple engulfing pattern was made on major support, you don't need to wait for engulfing buy, meets engulfing buy or high liquidity zone or hidden buy or something. This pattern was made on support level, major support level. So you can take directly trade on it. You could also take trade here. Here. As soon as engulfing buy was made, you could also take trade here. But if you had taken trade here, you have to put your SL here 10 pips below this. Your SL would have been 95 pips, which is very large. So you should wait for market to retest and take trade here. Either you can directly put limits here or take trade when price reaches this level, or you can, when price reaches this level, you can go to M1 or M5 and take trade based on it. So you can see the price touched this level and made a last engulfing buy on M5 time frame. And you could have taken trade here. Or here it made an engulfing sell fail. This could have been one more entry. but this is how you take trade using last engulfing. Wait for my further videos. I will teach you how to mark hidden levels and high liquidity zone, which are strongest setups on engulfing theory. Using those two setups, you can take many trades. Now, so far we have only learned engulfing buy, engulfing sell, EB meets EB, ES meets ES, and engulfing fail. But on further topics, we will learn high liquidity zone and hidden buy, hidden sell, high liquidity for buy, high liquidity zone for sell. The high liquidity zone is a very powerful setup. You can wait for formation of M5 high liquidity zone on this zone and take trade based on it. But since I haven't taught you yet, this will not make any sense to you. But if you are fine with floating, you can trade this way. You can put your limit over here and your SL will be 10 pips below the lowest point of engulfing buy, and your TP will be the next resistance level. Exposable resistance. We have an exposable H1 resistance here. Entry here. SL will be 10 pips below engulfing buy, and the TP will be the next resistance. As you know, price moves from support to resistance and resistance to support. This is the universal law for trading. So guys, this is how you trade on last engulfing. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Wait for my next videos.